I just got this cat tower at no charge for the purpose of this review. I got everything laid out, but there's some things that you need to know. You've got a board C and a board D. One is covered, one is uncovered, and both of them are stuffed inside of this little house when it comes into packaging, so you're gonna have to pull those out. Also, you've got a bag of screws, 4 different sizes of screws, 3 different sizes of hex head screws, and then you've got 2 double-sided screw posts. You've got your Allen wrench or your Allen key to snug all these down, and then you've also got your instructions. The instructions are super fine print, so I've got somebody reading the instructions to me because I just can't see them, and we're going to work together and get this put together in just minutes. You got your platform here that's folded in half. The first step is to put that together and snug it up so that it doesn't fold any longer. We're going to use the 2 small screws. Those are the only ones that are available there, and so we'll get those used up real quick. I don't have to worry about that anymore. We're going to set that aside for just a minute. We're going to take board C, and we've got 4 posts. Your threads will only go in one way. When placing C onto D, flip the carpeted side down so that this becomes the floor of the little cat house. And we're going to be using G1 screws. The instructions say to use the G2 screws, but in the package they only give you 1 G2 screw, so I think that that's probably a misprint there. So then we're going to take our little cat house and flip it over. This is board C, and it's got a hole 3/4 of the way back to the wall here, and your cover also has a little hole in it which is going to match this, so this only goes on one way. It's just got an elastic band down at the bottom side of it, so it's going to stretch a little bit and give for you so that you can put it down around the base of your little cat house. There we go. That's what it looks like. You got a carpeted floor in there, and the holes are matching up. Now we're going to take our cat house, and it's got 1 hole in the center, and then our base has 3 holes on the outside and 1 just kind of off center here. And we're going to take our 1 G2 screw and we're going to slip it right up through the bottom here, and then we're going to attach it to the center of the cat house. Don't snug that screw all the way down. Make sure that your cat house is facing the correct direction. As long as your screw is loose, you can turn that right around. So once you got this facing in the right direction, you just want to make sure that all of your holes are still exposed, and you got this little ball that's going to screw in right to a front corner. So you want to make sure that that is open, and that's where the front door of your cat house is. Then you can go back and you can snug this to the base. Next thing we're going to do is pretty easy to do. We're just going to put the little ball in. So we're going to take our big scratch posts, and we're going to take our G1 screws and screw it right up through the bottom of it, and these are just going to screw in by hand. Then we've got the 2 smaller carpeted posts. One is going to go right up on top of the house, and we're going to just put a screw up through there. That's why you got to make sure that your cover is on right to match up those holes so that you can put this post up here. Okay, so next we want to take our double-sided screws, and we want to just screw that into the top of that one. Take our little oval platform, and it's just going to slip right over the top of that screw. And then we're going to take our other carpeted one and just screw it to the top just like that. Next we want to take our little cozy rest area that's got the ball on the end of it. Make sure the ball is facing out. So when we place the platform onto these posts, we're going to use 1 G1, and that's going to be towards the front end. And then we're going to take a double-sided screw on the back end, and then we're going to take our last scratching post and just screw that into there by hand. You got 2 screws left and 1 platform with a scratcher on it. Now the only thing that we need to do is introduce the cat to his new cat scratching post.
Really?
She's just gonna lay down. She's not gonna play nothing. She's just gonna lay right down.
There we go. Don't care. Hopper, leave her alone. What do you think?
She acclimated real quick to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't expect that. Usually she hops down just about immediately. She's liking it. I like just needs to be a little taller so that this guy can't reach me.
Moving so slow.
Yeah. Ooh. That's Millie's house, Copper.